I wanted to make this video. I wanted to make this video just in case it was the last video I ever made in my life. The name of it is Feminism is Winning, at least on paper. And I wanted to flash back to approximately March 15th, 2018, when things were going decent. Let's back up a little bit. Let's go back to December, Christmas 2017, when we had that the Christmas stream. I remember that one. That was my first Mgtow Christmas with you guys. And shit, we had about 600 in the box. It was a good time. We had Angry, we had a bunch of good content producers. We had Big John, we had Chris Cantu, who we all thought that all of us were men going our own way. Things were going good. There really wasn't no beef in the Mgtow community. It was actually a community. It wasn't a bunch of men acting like a bunch of bitches. Fast forward to approximately March 15th, when we had a problem with Howard Dare. And if you remember, we had that whole mock election shit where we all elected Howard Dare as our president, which we all looked up to him at the time. And even though he didn't have 85,000 subs like Sandman, Howard Dare was like the voice. He was the man. I mean, he got us all together. He kind of organized everything as far as I'm concerned. You know, to me, Howard Dare was the man, right? And to a lot of you, I'm sure you feel the same way. And something happened with Howard. I'm not 100% sure. So I can't sit here and speculate. But what did happen, what did conspire, was Howard Dare decided to call out a bunch of men. He asked where his tanks were, where his support was. And then he started calling out moderators. And apparently one of his mods went AWOL and started blocking people, and everyone fucking went ballistic. Now, fast forward a day. Next day, we have one of our other trusted brethren go live with Howard Dare. JB Gunner, Red Pill Mind Frame, aka the dominant mind frame now. He was on Howard Dare's stream. He wasn't trying to correct Howard or anything. He was basically the yes man. Well, a lot of people took that shit personally. I took it personally my damn self. And I went fucking ballistic. I played a part in the downfall of this. Before Howard was trying to do damage control, after the fact that JB was sucking his dick, and I called JB out on that, Did feminism really have a role in all this? Well, regardless if feminism had a role in it or not, the point is we are at this spot right now. The divide and conquer. Many people were hurt by the mods on Howard Dare's channel, which I was not a mod. I used to donate to Howard, and I used to donate to a lot of other Mgtows. But that was the the moment, the very moment where shit turned sour. Howard called everyone out. And JB felt as though he can go on and started to say, yeah, everyone in Mgtow was a bunch of bitches. They're boys, they're not men. They're not men. If they were men, they'd act like this and that, right? So I had to come back and try to check JB, right? And that's when all hell broke loose. And then that's when it became factionalized. JB used to call out Bullets for Teeth, Full Auto, and now they're best friends. And Bullets used to make fucking videos about JB, and now they're all buddy buddy. The common denominator in all of this shit is JB Gunner. He has been a defining force who has single-handedly destroyed Mgtow. Where's Howard Dare now? Nowhere to be found. Did he change his name? Did he change his channel? I don't know. Where's Chris Cantu? I don't know. In jail? Dead? I don't know. You can enlighten me in the comments below. Angry Mgtow said, fuck this, I'm out. After that, Philosopher got blocked. Miggy got banned. A lot of guys just stopped making videos. So basically, what do we have left? What do we have left in Mgtow? Fuck the manosphere. I'm talking strictly Mgtow videos. Because one person is the common denominator in the downfall of all this. You have Sandman, he's left. He's still making videos. You have Traversable. You have E-Man67, Shangy, Terrence Pop, me, Zangati, maybe the Lone Wolf. There's not many of us left. And we're still trying to pick up the pieces. I love the sound of that clock. It's funny because you have someone like Howard Dare, who's been such an inspiration, who's brought in so many people to Mgtow. And he's had so much inspiration, I guess is the word. I'm at a loss of words. Many people looked up to him and followed him and listened to him. And he'd go live for hours. He put a divide. He cut Mgtow in half. Shing! Okay. People who still liked him and people now that hated him for talking shit. And then when JB came along, now he cut it in quarters. Shing! Okay, now it's the people that followed JB and the people that didn't. So you had the people that followed Howard there who didn't, who followed JB and didn't. And then I came along and fucking toasted JB for sucking Howard's dick. And after that, all hell broke loose. So I have to apologize because I had a part in all of this. That was never my intentions. My intention was to fuck with anybody who fucked with Mgtow. That's just what the fuck my intention was. Hashtag hit squad. Anyone who fucked with the red pill, the real red pill, right? And some people say, well, just because you're Mgtow doesn't mean you're red pilled. Yeah, there's red pill knowledge. But I've yet to hear JB talk about anything else other than the manosphere. I never heard him talk about fake moon landings, the JFK assassination, or any other real red pill knowledge. And he changed his name. Okay, dominant mind frame. Fantastic. You can be dominant wherever you want. I just want you to know, bro, that you've had a part in destroying this. And I hope you're proud of yourself. And I think this was part of your intention in the first place. Where's Howard Dare now? Does anybody know? Does he still make videos? Did he change his name? Because I haven't heard his voice in a while. And I haven't heard videos in months. Howard Dare, we all used to look up to you. And some of your mods fucked it up. Was it NYC Korean? We'll never know. You said it was. We don't know. And it's been over a year since we've been in shambles. And there's only about 7 or 8 of us, 9 of us left who actually give a fuck and actually have the balls to say that we're still Mgtow. Me, Terrence Pop, Shangy, E-Man 67, Zangotti, Traversable, Sandman, Turd Flinging Monkey. Now that the money's all dried up, man, you might be on a different platform. I don't know. I don't see everything. My network's not that big. I'm not really sure. I haven't even seen Chris Cantu. Maybe he's arrested. I haven't seen him in 2-3 months. Did he change his name? I don't fucking know. I know Angry went to the Band of Brothers. He's another dick rider. Angry, you're a dick rider. Someone who was in Mgtow for so long, and when the fucking shit hits the fan and I got hot in the kitchen, When things get fucking wrong, see how you vanished like a little bitch, just like a fucking bitch. You didn't even get banned. And who knows? You probably did try to fucking collude and fucking make some fake red pills. Who the fuck knows? That's why I ain't buying any goddamn fucking cryptocurrency from you. I'm not gonna buy your little Bitcoin fucking thing for $100 because you're a fucking scammer too. I look like a smoker. The fuck's a smoker, bro? I'm ugly. Well, thank you. I hope you don't find me attractive. If you do, you'd be a homo. Feminism is winning. And you know why? They don't have to do a goddamn thing because we're doing it to ourselves. We're shooting ourselves in the fucking foot. We're doing this to ourselves. Yeah, Dress. I wish. See, when I say feminist, Dress, I don't mean just females. I'm saying feminist dudes too. Let me try to just move this over so I can see the whole chat if I can do that. Let's see, hold on. Okay. Bryson Stoddard, you're ugly. Yeah, I'm sure you're fucking handsome. That's why you won't even show your fucking face with your stupid green and white fucking icon, asshole. The true Mgtow brethren know what I'm talking about. There's male feminists. You have guys who have their own fucking agenda. They have their own agenda. And they'll try to knock down anyone else in their fucking way. Where's Howard Dare? Is he dead? Did he lose his channel? I mean, I still see videos from 5, 6 months ago. He's not around. Why? Because there's no money in this. John Wayne, is that you? Is this me? I always wanted to say that. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm ugly. So what? Bryson. Those people, you mean coded by doctrines to please pussy? They aren't even human, maybe subhumans. I don't know, bro. This whole shit started last March. Been piecing this shit together, and y'all probably already knew this fucking years ago, a year ago. And we could show everything. I don't want to hide that. We can show everything. Since I'm the mod. A lot of guys are even ashamed to admit that the fact and are afraid that they're fucking Mgtow. I took the label off because I didn't want to get blocked by the goddamn bitches. Not because I was ashamed to be a man going my own way, because I only talked about going my own way. Not afraid, just didn't want to get blocked. I wanted to send the message out there and make sure the message got out there. So many people have not only dropped the label, but have stopped making videos altogether. And won't even bring up the word Mgtow in their fucking name. And you wonder why, like, for example, like a lot of like black Mgtows will say, save yourself, SYSBM. They don't even want to be involved with Mgtow because of all this goddamn controversy, which started with Howard Dare. Before that, we were all good. We were all together. It was all together, all for one and one for all. And we seemed like we were going to take the world over, like on some non-violent shit. Like we're going to spread the message to the men out there and tell them about the dangers of hypergamy and the feminist bullshit. And I'm not going to lie, I did have a part of it. I did play a part of it. I just called out the bullshit before anybody saw it. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Did anybody call out JB before I did? I don't think so. He seemed to be the common denominator. I'm not saying he caused all this shit. But when Howard Dare asked for backup and then started pointing the finger like, you didn't have my back and this and that. And that's why I don't have mods on my fucking channel. If you've noticed. I've never asked a man to fight a battle for me. I don't need a mod. You can talk your goddamn shit. If I don't like what you're saying, I'll write your name down right here. The next time you won't be on my fucking live stream. Simple and plain. It's not that you guys don't know about Mgtow. It's the guys who don't know about it who need to know about it. And what do you got? A handful of guys now, maybe 10 people. Me, Pop, Shangy, E-Man, Zangotti, Trav, Sandman, Turd Flinging Monkey. Who's really out there making videos? Did I forget somebody? It's like a renaissance, man. It's like a renaissance. We got to come out of the dark ages because if not, if we don't get this message out there, what's the message we're going to spread? And no disrespect, Eli, if you're watching, or, you know, are we going to spread the message of every day I get up here and me and you, we just bitch about bullshit? We just call people out on the bullshit like Joe Dunphy. Yes, I've encouraged him that no need for mods. If somebody is a PITA, nothing is keeping the rest of us from blocking him on our own. I hope y'all could see it. I'm trying to see if I can. I just want to make sure I can see the whole chat. I think I can. Bear with me, y'all. All right, I think I can see everything. It's important to me because I spent a lot of time in this for little reward, and my only reward was I didn't want to see a man end up in the same shoes that I ended up in. No, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's cool. Joe Duffy, I got you. Everything's cool. But at the same time, bro, you know, it's really not cool. Not between me and you or anybody on this page right now. We're letting it slip. We're letting it slip between our fingers, man. We're letting this whole shit fall apart. Our forefathers who came before us, Barbar, all of them, the older heads, man. Think of guys like Traversable who spent years in research, talking to, and trying to explain this shit to younger men. And maybe some older men, you know? I'm one of the older Mgtows. Most of y'all are younger than me, which is fine. Age ain't shit, but a number. You feel me? That's irrelevant. The point is, man, are we just gonna sit back and let the feminist, even if it's a male feminist, destroy the foundation of where we are right now? I hope not. I hope we can keep building. And regardless if there's 2 or 3 MGTOWs left that make videos, and everyone has their own way to do it. Some guys play games and they'll talk about it. Some guys will break down articles. Some guys like Sydney Mgtow will go live in their car and talk about shit. Everyone has their own thing. Some guys are good commenters. You don't have to make videos. You could just be up in the comments and in the comment section. I don't consider you a troll if you're talking about what we should try to do to alleviate the situation for the next generation of men. Because, the feminists are never going to stop, and they're always going to come up with more creative way to entrap a man. And they're always going to bring forth new laws on how they're going to try to fuck us. And if we're not smart enough to go our own way and we become suckers, I can't sit there with a clear conscience and think about, wow, I can't do that. I just can't sit there and say, well, let me not do this. I thought it was too much for too little, but then I really thought about it. What was I really? What was my intentions in the first place? What was my whole game in all this? Address. More bullshit laws equals more men just gonna leave the system. Men are the backbones of society. Exactly, address. Joseph Dunphy. Of course not. One just has to keep, I think he meant PUAs, the PETAs out of our heads, attach and view their drama with contempt and amusement. What's PITA? That's a new one for me. Pain in the asses, I'm guessing. Keep the pain in the asses out of our heads, attach and view their drama with contempt and amusement. Okay, that's a good one. I think that's what you meant. Right? Pain in the asses. That's what I'm guessing as. All right, cool. That was just a lucky guess right there. I had no fucking idea what that was. I did my thing. I had my shine, boys. It's your turn, you know what I'm saying? The world is yours now. I'm middle aged. I'm 44 years old. The world is yours now. I'm trying to show the younger men this is what I do now. When I was married, right now, I'd probably be in bed. The feminists, there are some feminists who can't be controlled, but there are some feminists who will get the point, and they can be reversed. You can change them. You can't change them all. Not that we're male right activists. We used to be such a stronger, I don't want to say organization, community. Now there's no unity. There's no unity in our community. It's all fucked up. Everyone's fighting against each other. It's like a bunch of ragtag. It's like the mafia after John Gotti got arrested. No one knows what the fuck to do. There's no direction. And ever since all these Mgtow channels got fucking blackballed and people got fucking all good things got its end. Yeah, I mean, no, you can't give up, Adrish. You can't say that. This is something that can never quit. You can't stop with this because as soon as you do, that's when they're really gonna win. Oops. You can't give up. There has to be someone that keeps it going. And Howard Dare ain't around, and to be honest, no one really respects it. No one really respects him anymore for what he did, what he said to us. Not to me personally, but to the people that he pissed off. He really pissed off a lot of people. Up until that point, we were going. We were up on the up and coming. I'm not giving up saying that by not playing system games, it win by default. Yeah, I mean, not playing the system, we win by default, but still, the message has to get out there, bro. That's all I'm saying. The message has to get out there. It can't stop. Because as soon as the message stops and all these videos are like gone or wiped off, and some people might just, like Barbar, might just take down 80% of his videos to come across something like this. Like right now, someone can just go check out, the live videos, right? They can go see the live video and check out a live video. Well, if there's no live videos, you might never come across this shit, right? And you never know. That one person might be the one person that can change this for the rest of us. Lots of youngers got message. Not many want to learn. I know. I know it. I understand. I realized that I had an epiphany that I can't stop, regardless of how bootleg my videos are. And if they get better, they get better. If they don't, they don't. But someone has to be the ambassador of this shit. Someone has to keep this message going. It was me, Terrence Pop, Shangy, Man 67, Zangati, Trap, Sandman, Turf Flinging Monkey. If I'm missing someone, Sydney and Mgtow, we have to keep it going. Regardless if there's a topic that we talk about, we need to hear the message itself. That men need to go their own way or get caught up in a trap. And I realize that guys like Howard Dare were just in it for the money. Drift says, don't save people who don't want to be saved. Well, that's true. I'm not here to try to save the men who don't want to be saved. I'm here to save the men who do want to be saved. They don't even know it yet. Like I said, they could just come across this and see it. Like, there was one guy. Shit. I forgot his name. But I see him every once in a while. And he didn't know anything about Mgtow. And he came across my live stream. I put him on the Trav's page and he found it. You know what I mean? I forget what his name is. When I see him, I recognize him. Joseph Dunn, she said address. Oh. Simple. Y'all talking to each other. Just says some people willingly will walk into burning house even with all info on their hands. That's the definition of bravery, man. When you know that the house is on fire, yet you still go inside to save somebody. You know what I mean? Even if they're hiding in the closet. Maybe they don't know they're going to die if they hide in the closet. Maybe they think they're safe in the closet. But you got to be brave enough to go inside of the fucking house while it's burning and drag them out of the closet. I'm not Jesus. I didn't come here to save the world. You know, because the world, like you said, Idris, the world doesn't want to be saved. But there are a couple of people who need to be saved, but they just don't know it yet. You know, regardless of how ugly I am. One commenter. That's funny. It don't matter. Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes, baby. And it's not that I'm Batman, but for me to sit back and let nothing. I can't just sit back and watch bad shit happen to good people. Adris says, not in that way. In the way people just woke up to their own death. People can yell at them to stop, yet they won't care. Yeah, that's true. The worst thing I've noticed about society nowadays is I've seen a bunch of hella videos like dudes are getting in fights and shit, and you have some person just sitting there with their phone recording and shit like everything is Gucci. They won't even try to like put the phone down and say, listen, y'all gotta stop fighting. There's no reason for us to fight here. We brothers, peace, peace. Now, some people want to watch the world burn. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to watch the world burn. I can't just cause problems because I'm feeling such a certain type of way. Like, oh, I'm having a bad day today, which I'm having a bad week. And I just made a video and I felt fucked up and I left it up there so I can remind myself of how fucked up I'm feeling tomorrow, and maybe because I don't really watch my shit, but maybe I will, to remind myself that I need to fucking try harder. And even though I don't get a fucking dime for doing this, if I could save one man's life, it just says, so how can you fix if nine more breaks what you fix? Well, I can't stop what I can't stop. I can only do what I can do. Only thing I could hope for is that we get this shit going again, back to the way it was. What's up, Toxic? Appreciate y'all for watching, all 5, 6 of y'all. I can't stop it all by myself. I need your help. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're in the comment section, you doing your part. Each man does his own part. Me, I have my life. I'm on my way out. I'm past my midlife crisis, past my prime. I'm on the downcline, the decline. You know, let's be honest. I'm trying to make this a better world for y'all. I know y'all gonna go Mgtow and you're gonna be like doing your own shit. But each one of y'all have a part in this. You have to admit, you have to admit when you have to admit it. I remember when I was 20 years old too. It was a hell of a time. But there's going to come a time when you're older and you have to kick some knowledge to the younger boys. You know what I'm saying? The younger men out there. You got to say, hey, I'm not your father, but listen, watch out for this and that. Because shit could get deep and you could fuck your whole life up real quick. It's not that I want something out of it. Only thing I want is for you to live a happy life. And if you can live a happy life, if I could watch you do it and shit, that would make me feel like an older brother. Like, yo, I'm glad you're doing that. I'm happy you're making money. I'm glad you're living your own life free in your own place or whatever you want to do, as long as you're happy and not a sucker, you know? I'll let you know if you're acting like a sucker, you know? Like, oh man, dog, you shouldn't be doing this, you know? Yeah, I drink water when I'm thirsty. But on some real shit, like, who's going to be the one to carry on the message, you know? I know Zangotti's a young G. He's coming up, you know? I don't know how old Sam is. We're probably about the same age. Maybe he's a couple years younger than me. He's doing his thing. He's been doing his thing. You know, I can't tell him shit. He can tell me shit. But I can tell you real life shit because I've been in relationships. I've been in a 14-year relationship, a 4-year relationship. Madrid says, I don't really have much hope for humanity. How much sheeps is there in society? Major numbers. Yeah, I know, bro. You can't help all the sheeps. You know, you can't help all the sheeps. You can only help who you can help and just pray for them, you know, they don't become the prey, you know, pray for the prey, you know. You see them all the time, man. Dudes with these girlfriends, and they go they go balls deep on everything they do with this bitch. Like you have to take a step back, and as you know, as a man going your own way, or quote unquote red pill, where you see the truth, where this dude is not red pill. Like, goddamn, boy, you know. I mean, that's another thing. Like, we're all men. I don't say, you know, like, okay, I'm red pill. This guy's blue pill. This guy's purple pill. This guy's black pill. You know, basically, we're all men. You know, if you can help the next man, that's like paying it forward. I mean, it's kind of funny when you watch dudes simp for a little while, but it gets kind of sad too. Like I remember my sister's boyfriend. He was a fucking the biggest simp. Like he didn't even trust. He didn't even trust me around my own sister. He'd be like, he'd call her. I remember we'd be at like Burger King, and he'd call her up. Yeah, where you at? Who you with? She's like, I'm with my brother, and he'd be like, I could hear him over the phone. Well, what are you guys doing? She's like, bitch, we're eating a hamburger. Adria says, besides some youngers pick up on info and avoid bullshit early on, others who can't pick up on red flags, it's partially their own fault. Yeah, it is partially their own fault. That's what I think the whole point of all these videos are, is to try to show people, you know. And you know that, Address. I mean, you know that, bro. And most of you guys know this too. This isn't the most, you know this shit. The point is, it's the guys who don't know it. That's why we do this shit. That's what we do this for. It's for the guys who don't know what the fuck. Sometimes I'm like, man, like, I'm just volunteering my time. Like, I'm gonna write down volunteer because I volunteer my time as a counselor. Don't make a fucking nickel on this shit. But if I can help you out, man, Address, you're good, man. You already know this shit. Most of you guys already fucking know. But if someone comes along and they watch this and they're like, what the hell is all this crazy shit? I just don't want you guys to be a part of the feministic bullshit. Don't be don't be another, white knight for the feminists. And I know you guys won't, but I'm saying we all, as a man, as men, can we please work together as men and try to build each other up and stop breaking each other down and stop supporting the feminist cause? Because if we keep going like this, there's going to be no masculinity. There's going to be no place for men. There's going to be no manosphere. There's going to be no safe space to talk. There's going to be no men with common sense. It's your world. It's your world, fellas. My time is coming soon enough. One day I won't be making videos because I won't be here to make a video. You understand this? Joseph Dunphy's address. One day I won't be here. And likewise for y'all. I'm not saying I'm going to try to put this shit back together. I did have a small part of breaking it down. But I didn't make Howard dare quit. And JB said he was going to be the last Mgtow. I'm going to prove them all wrong. I'm going to be the last Mgtow till the day I die. There's 4 types. Learn, learn from other mistakes. He never learns. Yeah. The wisest person of all learns from other people's mistakes. Me, I knew it, but I was like, it's never going to happen to me. Because when I was in my 20s, man, bro, I never thought this was going to happen to me ever. And it did. So that means it can happen to anyone. If it can happen to actors and athletes and millionaires and billionaires, it can happen to you too. No one is safe or impervious to this bullshit. If Brad Pitt can get divorced, if Tom Cruise can break, you know what I'm saying? My advice would be to live your life like Leonardo DiCaprio, okay? He is like the ultimate Mgtow. Yeah, he's a PUA, but he's smart enough to realize what the fuck is going on. So live your life like fucking Leonardo. And if you're watching this, DiCaprio, hit me up at John C898 on PayPal. Thanks for watching the Driss, my friend. I'll see you later. Fucking, I love you, man. Peace, brothers. Yo, everyone else, I'll see y'all later. Have a good day. Stay Mgtow. And remember, my time's coming. You're next. It's up to you to spread the word. Peace, boys, young men. I'll see you later. All right? Peace.